Today I'm using Lychee as a stone fruit from MacDuffs Soap Company, as well as a few other pieces of new gear. Coming right up. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host John. If this is your first time visiting, I want to welcome you. And if you're looking for just information and just things about the world of wet shaving, you've come to the right place. If you enjoy what you see here, please consider becoming a subscriber, as that would be a great way to support the channel. Also, it'll keep you informed of any new videos that drop. So in the shave today, I've got a few pieces of gear that are new to me and really excited to just kind of dive into things. So first up, for the soap, is Lychee. It's a stone fruit. This is from MacDuffs Soap Company. I use birch and root. I think I mistakenly called it birch root, but either way, it's a root beer scent. Birch and root was featured in their V4 soap base. Lychee is a stone fruit, also a newer release in their V4 stone base. And actually, I have to do a quick shout out and thank you to IMCDB, who gave this soap a try. Wasn't the biggest fan necessarily, and when I mentioned I was interested in it, he was very generous and just sent it over my way to use. So Chris, thank you so much for sending this over my way. Now, I'll talk more about the scent in the shave itself when it opens up and whatnot. I do want to mention I have a very soft spot for lychee, hence my interest in the soap. It's a tropical fruit. It is featured in a lot of Asian desserts. My background personally is Taiwanese, and lychee, mango, other tropical fruits show up all the time in desserts, especially like hot weather desserts. Also, my wife, originally from Hawaii, they grow lychee there. We've had some awesome tasting, tropical fruits and whatnot. So, needless to say, this is in my wheelhouse of scents I like, that I'm interested in. Let me take a quick sniff off the tub here. You can take a look here. Some scoopage has happened, but otherwise, kind of a tan looking soap. It's quite soft. If we poke here, it's enough where residue comes off on your finger. Sorry if my finger's out of focus. So based on that, it is quite a soft soap. Sometimes people call this a crope. And smelling it, it's kind of like almost like a fruit punch, because it's a medley of fruits. I can pick out a bit of the lychee, but it goes together really nice. It's sweet, but as far as off the tub, not too sweet to my nose yet. And I would say, as far as scent strength, this is probably like a 6 out of 10. Sometimes sweeter scents, look at these brighter scents, I might perceive them to be stronger. Yeah, so at least for this morning, I'm definitely getting a fruit punch kind of vibe. When this came in the mail initially, I did give a sniff of the tub, and I definitely got the lychee. I think the other fruits are presenting themselves more right now, maybe because it's a little warmer, I don't know. But we'll see how the scent changes, opens up and whatnot once we get to the shave. But let me show you what else we got today. On the software side, I don't have a matching splash, so one of my more neutral ones are Spike. So this one is kind of a woody, fresh aftershave. I am trying to kill it. You've seen this used in the channel a few times, and yeah, I haven't used it in a while, so that's what we're gonna go with today. Next up for the razor is one that is on loan from me from my razor guru, Anthony. He's also known as Brevore over on Instagram, or Tonality in other circles. Either way, Anthony was kind enough to send me over this here, the Haircut and Shave Co. NO75. I believe that's the correct name. Apologies if that's incorrect. But this is a razor that's been on and off my radar for a while now. Now the NO75 is just the head here. Anthony sent a different handle paired with the razor. This is a Weber Wave, which I do believe is discontinued, so if it's catching your eye, I think you can find similar looking handles, but not the exact one from Weber. Anthony told me this is one of his favorite razors. Looking under the cap here has all the information. It's a 0.75 millimeter gap, hence the name NO75. It's neutral, because I think there's definitely larger blade gaps. So I'm really looking forward to trying this one today. We're gonna load it up with a fresh Gillette Silver Blue blade. If you didn't happen to catch it, I just recently posted my 5 current favorite, double-edged razor blades. So go check out that video after this one if you're looking for something to watch. And you can leave a note in the comments and let me know your favorite razor blades as well. I also just mentioned that the side tabs are indeed covered, and this little gap here between the base plate and top cap I think does help when disassembling the razor, because sometimes when they cover the end tabs, I don't have a particular razor in mind, but when they cover the end tabs, sometimes the disassembly of the razor actually becomes a little trickier, because I know for my Blackbird titanium, for example, it's got just enough of the blade, the end tabs showing to just pop out the blade and just call it a day very easily. And lastly, for my brush today, which has been soaking in my lovely Thirsty Badger shave mug here, brush soaker. Beautiful piece of work there again. I have a little bit of a preview for you guys. This is from Grizzly Bay. John sent this brush over for me to test a new shape of his. I believe it was inspired from a request from one of his customers to offer something that's kind of travel size, a little smaller in profile. And so there's no name for this shape yet, although I think there's one coming soon. And maybe by the time that this video publishes, more information will be available for it. But here we go. This is a new shape from Grizzly Bay. I think kind of resembles a old school milk jug, maybe like a mason jar. It's a very, obviously there's not, the profile is very simplistic, but I will say, given the relative size, it feels very good in hand. It kind of sits nicely like that. The small lip on top is a good place to put your pointer finger to rest. This design in particular, I really like the clean white in the majority of the brush handle, and then the pop of color in this band here, which is, hopefully you guys can see, it's like turquoise, black, and gray. So I feel like it's, in its simplicity, it just looks very nice, very clean. This is loaded with a V11 Fanturion, which I have not tried yet. Just from cleaning the brush, I could tell there's quite a bit of gel in here. So very excited to try this V11 2-band Fanturion knot, as well as see how this new shape performs during an actual shave. Alright, so today's video is really front-loaded with information, so let's get into the loading of the brush and we'll move into the face lather. So before I forget, I've got 4 days worth of growth here. It kind of amounted to quite a bit of a busy week with my kids finishing up school, and summer break is finally here. So that's what we're working with for today's shave. Alright, so I've gone ahead and applied the proto lather to my face, loaded up the brush, and let's get into that face lather. And so even lathering up here, it's maintaining that just like a slightly beige tan color of the lather. While I'm doing this, let me share with you the official scent notes here for lychee as a stone fruit. So we've got, most obviously, lychee, red tea, mango, peach, plum, tangerine, and benzoin. And so I think IMCDB wasn't a fan of the name. Maybe I think just on the length of the name of this soap. I kind of like it. It's a little cheeky, but it's also sharing the information in that it's a celebration of stone fruits in addition to lychee. I will say, in addition to that fruit medley vibe, I am getting some tea coming through, because this is reminding me, for those of you who drink bubble tea or have, like Chinese tea shops near you, one option besides the traditional milk tea is like various black teas, green teas, mixed with different fruit. So like, I don't know, like a mango black tea or something. So I'm getting that tea vibe. It's definitely reminding me of that kind of drink, which is really refreshing. All that is to say is I'm really liking the scent I'm getting as I'm lathering the soap. And when I had my wife and kids smell the soap too, because I thought it'd be something they liked, sure enough, I was right, and they all gave this one a thumbs up. All right, also a few observations too as I'm using this brush. The size of the handle is a little shorter than what I'm accustomed to. I think, part of it's probably my lathering technique, but it's quite messy. And I am gripping on, it's actually kind of, it's kind of stuck to my finger right now, but I am really pinching in on that lip part of this brush. Really the last thing I want to do is for this to fly out of my hand. And the V11 Venturion is amazingly soft. Sometimes when a knot is too jelly, it's a little harder to pick up soap, and maybe even a little hard to work a lather up. That is totally not the case here. In fact, I can and have been adding quite a bit of water, but again, it is on the messy side since my fingers are really right up on the knot. Usually my fingers are a bit set back more with longer brush handles. All right, so we're lathered up here. You can see there's lather everywhere, a string of it on my shoulder, but yeah, the whiskers are poking through. So I'm ready to get cleaned up here. The MacDuffs Soap Company, the V4, is dense, creamy lather. I really liked it last time. I like the face feel, the slickness, all that good stuff. So yeah, let's just go right in and see how things go with the Haircut and Shave Co. NO75. All right, so far very comfortable here. As I mentioned, Anthony's kind of my razor guru. I've had the pleasure of trying a lot of different razors and just lean on his expertise because he really, as I like trying different scents and software, he's really into razors. So he mentioned this is, I think, one of his favorite razors, that it is low on blade feel, but has good efficiency. So, so far so good. I can confirm, as far as blade feel, it is right in my wheelhouse. Pardon the running water. So I don't usually like too much blade feel. So I'm digging that about the NO75. I know there's a few different configurations and materials this razor's made of. So while I forgot to ask prior to recording, I'll put some information here as to which exact model I'll be using. And also, this won't be the only shave with it anyhow. It's doing a good job though with 4 days worth of growth. And, you know, keep in mind, I don't have the coarsest of hair, but just the sheer amount today, it's not causing any trouble. Yeah, for sure. The blade feel on this one really is a sweet spot for me. And that's the first pass. So let me rinse up. We'll lather up for pass number 2. All right, so in we go for pass number 2. The against the grain pass on my neck here is always a good test of efficiency, aggression, whatever you want to call it. Although these are my first impressions of this razor, I will say people love comparisons to other razors just to give them a reference point. So my favorite carve razor is the C plate straight bar. And I would say this is performing and feeling very similar to that one. And then I think the Rockwell 6S or 6C is another kind of common reference point. I would say this might be like the R5 plate. These are just early guesses, mind you, but just based on the amount of stubble I see left, even just after the second pass, it matches some of those, which are my favorite, you know, amongst my favorite razors. All right, now just a quick touch-up pass here. It really did quite a good job. So efficiency, it's there. Just feeling around my neck, cheek area. Really, really impressed with that razor. I'm just in the middle of cleanup here, but just to show you, after rinsing out the brush, I squeezed out the excess lather just to add to the post-shave feel, but quite a very soft jelly knot here with the V11 Venturian. So just another look at that for you guys. All right, so really a great shave with a bunch of new items to the shave den. So really glad just to have, you know, the friends of the community where I can try new stuff, discover new things. That razor really left a good impression. I'm pretty sure once I get another shave or two in, but my early impressions are, I want that razor in the rotation of razors I currently have. So yeah, really, really positive first go with it. Let's finish the shave up with some spike or spike. It's got kind of woody, fresh, clean. What else? Herbal, slightly herbal scent here. Some might say a little medicinal, but it fades really quick. I am liking leaving the excess lather on as part of the post shave, especially with the soaps that really have loaded up with some skin goodies. Or really with MacDuffs, I don't totally know the ingredient breakdown, but I just know how during the shave, I really liked how it made my face feel. So, you know, why not extend that experience a little bit longer? But as you can see here, I still finish it up with a splash of some sort because I don't know whether it's just habitual or just, you know, something I want to do. But spike, always great. Trying to run that bottle out. Because I have way too much stuff. All right, so let's do a quick recap here as we're finishing things up. Razor, I mentioned, Haircut and Shave Co. NO75, it's got that 0.75mm blade gap. Really, really great first shave with it. We'll be using this for the next few shaves. Next for the brush, man, this V11 Venturian, the knot itself, I'm super excited about. The actual brush handle, it's a little shorter than what I'm used to. So I think there's a few things I need to adjust as far as what I'm using, or even just like, it's just messier. I think that's one thing that comes along with the shorter brush handles. But as far as like how it feels in hand, again, this is about the grip that I settled in, and it was very secure. And as things, especially as lather is running down your fingers and your hand, you want a secure grip. So that was not an issue whatsoever. I really like the clean lines. I think my only critique about it, at least on the aesthetics, is especially once this knot opens up, it's gonna look like a little bit of a bobblehead, which the top, just the top is gonna look much bigger than the handle. So the proportions, as far as like looks and stuff, proportions matter to some. So it will look a little top heavy, but that's not something that is going to get in the way of performance or using the brush. And I forgot to show off the lovely Grizzly Bay coin right here. So another shout out, thank you to John from Grizzly Bay for allowing me to be a tester and kind of just showing my my initial impressions and just the feedback in real time here in today's shave. And of course, last but not least, the soap itself. Lychee is a stone fruit. This is a winner, so I'm batting 2 for 2 as far as MacDuffs Soap Company. I really like this. I don't get a green note or anything like that, but I will say there's a few, with the lychee, with the mango, those tropical fruits, you sometimes have this kind of musk, slight, I don't know if funk is the right word because it's not strong, but it's something that is characteristic of tropical fruits. And so if you're not used to that smell, it might, I guess it could be off-putting, because I think musky, like a slight muskiness is one way to describe a super ripe tropical fruit. So that is in here, but if you are a fan of the lychee, mango, and the other stone fruits, which are like what I'm looking at in my mirror here, include peach and plum, tangerine. If you frequent your local boba tea shop and you like different fruit teas, I think this is a can't miss. It is not too sweet, and I would say this one is a gourmand and will make for a very nice warm weather / summer scent. So as far as banger summer scents, they just keep coming to the den. I don't know what I can do to stop it. Is it a problem that I need to stop? Probably not, but big fan of this one, and it's family approved. So I'm really happy to use this today. As always, I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you have anything coming to your shave den that you're really excited to use? Let me know in the comments below. And that's going to do it for today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for taking some time out of your day for joining me for today's shave. Remember, if you found the information in today's video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.